104. Organizational research. Prof. Emmanuel Teiti, Country Director, E-Africa Research Center, EAC International. Today, we want to look at descriptive research. Today, we want to look at descriptive research. This session, we are looking at descriptive research. And we want to say that when it comes to research, descriptive is an appropriate choice. When the research aims is to identify characters, frequency, trends, and categorize. It is useful when not much is known yet about the topic or the problem. Before you can research why something happened, you need to understand how, when, and where it happens. Descriptive research design is a type of research design that aims to systematically obtain information to describe a phenomenon, situation, or population. More specifically, it helps answer the what, when, where, and the how questions regarding the research program rather than the why. A researcher can conduct this research using various methodologies. It predominantly employs quantitative data, although qualitative data is sometimes used for descriptive purposes. Descriptive research continues. It is important to know that in the descriptive research method, the researcher does not control or manipulate any variables, unlike in experimental research. Instead, the variables are only identified, observed, and measured. Observation and survey are the most used methodology or method to conduct this research design. You can leverage on online survey tool or offline survey tool to gather data as per your research objective. Descriptive research we still continue on the description and understanding. Descriptive research is a research method describing the character of a population or phenomena study. This descriptive methodology focuses more on what of the research subject and then why of the research subject. The method primarily focuses on describing the nature of the demographic segment without focusing on why a particular phenomena occurs. In other words, it describes the research subject without covering why it happens. Descriptive research continues. The character of descriptive research. The term descriptive research then refers to research questions, the design of the study, the data and analysis conducted on that topic. We call it an observation research method because none of the research study variables are influenced in any capacity. Some distinctive characteristics of descriptive research are quantitative research. It is a quantitative research method that attempts to collect quantitative information for statistical analysis of the population sample. It is a particular market research tool that allows us to collect and describe the demographic segment nature, uncontrollable variables, in that none of the variables are influenced in any way. This uses observation method to conduct the research. Hence, the nature of the variables or their behavior is not in the hands of the researcher. Characteristics of descriptive research. Cross-sectional studies. It is generally a cross-sectional studies where different sections belonging to the same groups are studied. The basis for further study. It is a basis for further studies. Researchers further research the data collected and analyze from a descriptive research using different research techniques. The data can also help point towards a types of research method used for subsequent research. Application of descriptive research. With example, a descriptive research method can be used in multiple ways and for various reasons before getting into any survey. Through the survey goals and through the survey design are crucial. Despite the following, these steps there is no way to know if one will meet the research outcome. How to use descriptive research to understand the end objective of the research goal. Below are some ways organizations currently use descriptive research today. Still, application of descriptive research examples continue. Define the respondent character. The aim of using close-end questions is to draw concrete conclusion about the respondent. This could be the need to derive patterns, traits, and behaviors of the respondent. It could also be to understand from a respondent their attitude or opinion about a phenomenon. For example, understanding millionaires and the hour per week they spend browsing the net. All this information helps the organization to research, to organization researching to make informed decision making or to make an informed decisions. Measuring data trend. Application of descriptive research with examples. Researchers measure data trend over time with a descriptive research design statistical capability. Consider if an apparent company research different demographic like age from 24 to 30 and 36 to 40 on a new range launch of autumn wear. If one of those groups doesn't take too well to the new launch, it will provide insight into what clothing are like and what is not. The brand drops the clothes and apparent what customers don't like. Application of descriptive research example continues. Conduct comparison. Organizations also use a descriptive research design to understand how different groups respond to a specific product or services. For example, an apparent brand creates a survey asking general questions that measures the brand's image. The same study also asks demographic questions like age, income, gender, geographical locations, geographical segmentation, etc. This customer research helps the organization understand what aspects of brand appeal to the population and what aspects do not. It also helps make product or market fixed or even create a new product line to cater to a high growth potential groups. Application of descriptive research examples continue. Validating existing condition. Researchers widely use descriptive research to help ascertain the research objective, prevailing condition, and underlying patterns. Due to non-invasive research method and the use of quantitative observations and some aspect of qualitative observation, researchers observe each variable and conduct an in-depth analysis. Researchers also use it to validate any existing condition that may be prevalent in a population. Examples of or an application of descriptive research with examples continues. Conduct research at different times. The analysis can be conducted at a different period to ascertain any simplicity or difference. This also allows any number of the variable to be evaluated. For verification, studies on the prevailing condition can also be repeated to draw trends. Research, descriptive research method. There are three distinctive methods to conduct descriptive research. They are as the follows. Observation method. The observational method is the most effective method to conduct this research, and researchers make use of both quantitative and qualitative observation. A quantitative observation is the objective collection of data primarily focused on numbers and values. It suggests associated with depicted in terms of quantity. Results of quantitative observations are derived using statistical and numerical method. It implies observations of any entity associated with numerical values such as age, shape, weight, value, scale, etc. For example, the researcher can track if current customer will refer the blind using a simple net promoter score questions. Observation methodology. Qualitative observation does not involve measurement or numbers, but instead just monitoring characters. In this case, the researcher observed the respondent from a distance. Since the respondents are in a comfortable environment, the characteristics observed are naturally and effective. In a descriptive research design, the researcher can choose to be either a complete observer or an observer as a participant. A participant as observer or a full participant. For example, in a supermarket, a researcher can come from afar, monitoring and tracking the customer's selection and purchasing strength. This offers a more in-depth insight into the purchasing experience of customers. Case study method. of descriptive research. Case study involve in-depth research and study of individual or groups. Case study leads to a hypothesis and widen a further scope of studying a phenomenon. However, case study should be used to determine cause and effects, as they cannot make accurate prediction because there could be a basis on the researcher's part. The other reason why case studies are not a reliable way of conducting descriptive research is that there could be a typical respondent in the survey. Describing them leads to quick generalization and moving away from the external validity. Survey research. Another method of descriptive research is survey research. In survey research, respondents answer through survey or questionnaire or polls. They are a popular market research tools to collect feedbacks from respondents. A study to gather useful data should have the right survey questions. It should be a balanced mix of open-ended questions and closed-ended questions. The survey method can be conducted online or offline, making it the go-to option for a descriptive research where the sample size is numerous. Examples of descriptive research. A specialty food groups launch a new range of barbecue rubs. We'd like to understand what flavors of flavors. We'd like to understand what flavors of rubs are favorable by different people. To understand the preferred flavors and palates, they conduct this type of research study using various methods like observation in the supermarket, but also surveying, where collecting in-depth demographical information offers insight about the preference of different markets. This can also help tailor make the rubs and spread to various preferred meats in that geographical. Conducting this type of research help organizations to tweak their business model and amplify market in the core markets. Examples of descriptive research. Another example of where this research can be used is if a school district wishes to evaluate teachers' attitude about using technology in the classroom. By conducting survey and observation, they are comfortable, blameless, using technology through observation method. The researcher can guide what they can help understand if a full-fledged implementation can be faced an issue. This is also helped in understanding if the students are impacted in a way with this change. So descriptive research is important in many ways. You can use it to undertake market valuation for different products, and the same as market segmentations And descriptive research can be used to undertake numerous studies so as to aid organization in decision making. Thank you. End of presentation. Professor Imoneteti. Thank you so much.